Now on Friday, we played the video of the shooting that happened in Florida. But when I was playing that video of the cop shooting at the car of the two completely innocent teenagers, I was not aware of what was going on in Omaha.
Tom's body may be paralyzed, but his brain is not.
Unable to move on his own.
So there was a police shooting Thursday night, or maybe it was Wednesday night. Here, let's watch the video and get the breakdown here.
With the black man last night in South Omaha. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm David Earl.
I'm Alexandra Stone. They say the man had a loaded gun with him. In a moment, we'll hear from a woman who has her own first-hand account. First, though, from police confirmation.
Yeah, that's the like.
Shot by an officer is Kenneth Jones.
When you hear this, the news is framing it, from the police report that they received, and then when you hear the eyewitness account and get the details, it doesn't sound like the police account was possible at all. So let's give this a listen here.
Age 35. In a news release moments ago, Omaha police said they ordered Jones to stop reaching as they tried to get him out of a car during a traffic stop. Police say body cam video shows Jones moving around as police walked up to the car. Officers used a flashlight to break a window.
Now, the first thing I want to say, and I want to point out as you're listening to this, is it makes it sound like, he was the driver of a car. He was a passenger. He was in the back seat of the car. Nothing about this sounds on the up and up.
Window, and they say Jones continued to try to pull away. During the struggle, a police officer yelled, "He's
pull away." He was not the driver.
Got a gun, and then gun. Then 4 shots were fired. An officer shot Jones multiple times during a struggle. Jones was killed. Police say they recovered a loaded .45 caliber handgun under Jones' body after they performed CPR. Late this afternoon, we heard from a friend of Jones, the woman.
And that's another thing. A lot of right-wingers will go off, "Oh, he had a gun. Well, he deserved to get shot." But those are the same people who promote that supposedly everybody should have a gun. Tell me that's not racist. Tell me that's not racist. The disconnect in the things these people say blows my fucking mind. Struggle after traffic stop. Remember, as we're listening to this, keep all this shit in mind when we hear from the actual people that were in the car with him. The driver of the car. Because that's why are police even concerned about the person in the backseat of the car as they're walking up to it?
Driving that car stopped by police. KETV Newswatch 7's Michelle Bandor leads our big story coverage at 6.
Well, Alexandra, that woman tells me she wants the truth to come out, and that's why she's sharing her story. She said inside the car with her was her friend, her daughter, and Jones, who she called her daughter's friend. She said they didn't do anything wrong. All she says she did was give Jones a ride to the store for some beef jerky and cigars.
Sounds fine to me.
And I was recording this stuff. I took my camera out.
Beef jerky and cigars. That's a hell of a fun Thursday, Wednesday night, whatever it was. Now, I assume it was blunt wraps. But there ain't nothing wrong with that either.
They started recording this stuff. And I asked them, "Why did you do this?" They said, "Ma'am, step back." They tried to do CPR on him, but he was already pronounced dead to me.
This woman says she was the one behind the wheel when police officers stopped her car at 27th and Harrison. She doesn't want us to use her name. Now, she says it's not unusual to give her daughter's friend rides in exchange for gas money. She says she picked him up at his mother's house and went to the quick shop at 36th and Q. On the way back, just before 7:30 is when she says the police shooting happened.
I seen lights, police lights. So all I seen was police lights. No sirens, no nothing. I heard the officer say, Everybody.
It is a really, and I like the Santa mask too,
I had my hands out the
that the
window.
other lady is wearing.
Caddy corner, okay? All I seen was 2 officers jump out that car fast, had something in their hand that was black, busted out the passenger.
See, this doesn't make sense to me. What in the world was going through these cops' minds? Yeah, both of them have really cool masks on. I like her bandana too. Headscarf.
I mean, the backseat car window, I was the driver, he's right behind me.
She says she grabbed her phone after the back window shattered, and now police have it. Standing with the woman.
And that's another thing that just a huge red flag to me. They confiscated her phone. They do not want the truth to come out. And by God, it wouldn't if this didn't receive national attention. If they weren't rioting and protesting in Omaha. I believe it's still going on tonight. I know they did over the weekend.
2 community activists with keeping North Omaha safe for everyone, who are calling for the police chief to release the officers' body cam videos.
Whether we like it or not.
And I'm telling, as somebody who has been in the media for 20 years, if the body cams proved the cops' side of the story, they would release them immediately. But no, we're probably going to have to file multiple Freedom of Information Acts. There probably have to be a judge order to get the body cam footage released. It's absurd.
If the body camera shows, hey, there was a weapon or there was a struggle, then okay, people can understand that more than just seeing the end result of another shooting.
Another shooting.
Tells me that she never saw a weapon on Joe.
This is the thing. Another shooting. I didn't get to cover this on Friday because I was covering another shooting where 2 completely innocent teens, the cops had the wrong car, were shot and killed by a criminal. The cop had felony charges against him. He should have never had a badge in the first place. This shit is infuriating.
Jones, and that she never felt afraid of him. She also says that Jones walks with a limp after being in a car accident a few months ago. Now you're going to hear more from.
He doesn't walk with a limp anymore, unfortunately.
Coming up
they killed him.
Newswatch 7 at 10. Back to you, Alexandra.
All right, Michelle.
All right, so hopefully we'll get some body cam footage and we'll see the cell phone footage. And that's another thing. If you guys, you've got your iPhones, you got your Androids, it's always a good idea to either like go live on a service like Facebook Live or something, if you can, or have it to where your footage automatically uploads to the cloud. So that if cops grab your phone, that footage still exists. Because that could help you in court cases. Because I will tell you, the cops will not hesitate to railroad you. We've seen it over and over again. Just like in Louisville. They made every effort to cover up the malfeasance of the cops involved in the killing of Breonna Taylor.